Hi there, everyone. It's Christophe Choo from Coldwell Banker Global Luxury in Beverly Hills, California. Another beautiful day in our wonderful city. And as many of you know, I'm a luxury real estate broker here in Beverly Hills and Los Angeles, one of the few born and raised in LA. And I've been doing this now for 29 years. And in 29 years, a lot has changed in the world of real estate in general, let alone luxury real estate. So a new federal order has taken place, started September 27th, that I thought would be very important for luxury buyers to know. Not that it would affect any of my buyers, but it's obviously something going on in our country. Many of you probably read the articles last year where a lot of foreign national buyers were under federal investigation for basically money laundering. Because oftentimes many foreign buyers or foreign governments or foreign entities have ill-gotten gains and money that they place here in the United States. So the Federal Crimes Enforcement Network, that's a long name, FinCEN is what they call it. I'm getting to know this name. It's an agency of the United States Treasury Department, and they just recently issued a Geographic Targeting Order. I know it's kind of a strange name, right? And basically, here's what it is. The national government under the Treasury Department is now directing title insurance companies and their agents to collect and report information on residential real estate transactions, but only in a very specific category. And according to the Treasury Department, the purpose of this geographic targeting order is to assist federal government law enforcement agencies to regulate and identify possible money laundering into the United States. So, again, it's not going to affect my buyers. My buyers are all generally, or I should say, they are all legitimate business people. But I know that there have been some transactions I've read about where some things have been questionable. So what is this geographic targeting order and who does it apply to? First of all, it only applies to residential properties. It doesn't apply if you're buying an office building, a shopping center, an apartment building, only strictly residential property. Why doesn't it apply to all types of property? I don't know, because a lot of foreign national buyers do buy hotels and apartment buildings and commercial office buildings. So anyways, it also affects purchasers that are only corporations, LLCs, partnership or similar legal business entities, not an individual natural person or a trust. So if you're a foreigner and you're purchasing in a trust, or you're purchasing in your own individual name, this would not apply to you. So it also only applies to all cash transactions. Now that's interesting because I would say 98%, 96% of all of my transactions are all cash. So that's typically what most foreign buyers do and most buyers do in the high-end market. So if the property is bank financed, this regulation does not apply. But if it is a all-cash transaction, it does apply. Because I guess basically the Federal Treasury Department is trying to make sure that the cash coming in the United States is coming in legally. It's, I guess, clean money. They've never said that, but I'm saying that. And that's, I believe, the purpose for this particular new federal regulation. So again, if it's cash or any portion of the property is, any portion of the purchase price, including earnest money, is cash, wire, transfer, money order, all that, it does apply. Now, it only applies to very specific geographic locations, which is another very interesting factor. I had heard it applied to New York City and to San Francisco, but according to the new laws, I've read at least what I've received, and maybe it's only because I'm in the Southern California area, it applies to the counties of San Diego, the county of Los Angeles, the county of San Francisco, San Mateo, Santa Clara, so basically all these counties in California. I don't know if this affects other counties across the United States, but it is affecting most of the luxury marketplaces in Southern California and Central California. But this also applies only to properties over $2 million in purchase price. So just a very interesting new law, and again, part of my job as a realtor is to make sure that I'm always abreast of all the new laws and I can explain to purchasers the process, because essentially it's not going to affect my buyers, but what it does affect, according to my title representative, is if your property you're purchasing or you fall into these categories I've discussed, and I will post a little photo here shortly after we're done of the kind of outline of this new federal regulation that applies to parts of California. So if the purchaser fits in these criteria, the title company will require the buyer to fill out certain forms and to complete some additional statements of personal information, NPI forms. I don't know what that is because I haven't seen it yet. And that will have to be completed within 30 days of the closing. So if the transaction falls into that category, it's important we inform our buyers right away of these new laws and regulations, because the title company, through the escrow process, will have additional paperwork for the buyer to complete and to fill out in order to comply with these new regulations. So again, just in kind of a nutshell, if you're buying in San Diego County, Los Angeles County, San Francisco County, San Mateo, and Santa Clara, you're buying for over $2 million, and you're purchasing for cash, and you are purchasing as an entity, an LLC, or a corporation, not as an individual, you will be part of this new regulation, again called the Geographic Targeting Order from the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network of the U.S. Treasury. There we go. Okay, it was a lot to say. So anyways, I'm always here to provide the newest and most up-to-date information. I'm here to educate my clients through the process so they know what to plan for and prepare. I will have to talk to my title rep about this because a lot of my transactions from foreign buyers are, but they're always all cash, 95% of the time. However, my only concern is, we oftentimes have 3-day, 5-day, 7-day escrows on these transactions. So I have to find out if that will affect, with all this new paperwork, being able to close that short of a time on a purchase of a property. So anyways, that's today's little news. Hey, Meredith, my friend from Beverly Hills, who's now in Mexico. And hello, Monica and Ahmed. How are you? Barbara McKellen, Chris Fosco. I look forward to seeing you at Gen Blue in Las Vegas in a couple weeks. Georgia, always nice to see you. Cousine Nathalie, my cousin Nathalie from France. Stephen Baker, Alex. Hey, Alex, how are you? Rosie's here. Gosh, a lot of my friends. Madeline, I can't wait to see you at Gen Blue in Vegas. We have to make our Mr. Chow plans. But every night's booked, so I don't know if we're going to have any time. Hey, Dimitri. So happy you came to Beverly Hills a few weeks ago. It was really nice. So I appreciate you all watching. I hope you like these little impromptu live videos, giving information about kind of what's going on here in our marketplace or the U.S. And so I'll post a little one-page sheet kind of talking about this particular new regulation. And I hope you all have a great day. Goodbye from Los Angeles. I'll probably do another live video tomorrow. And stay tuned on Saturday evening, afternoon, and evening, because from 5 till 9, my wife and I are the host committee of the Tree People event here in Los Angeles, because basically 28 million trees are set to die in Southern California. So we're on the host committee. We have a lovely table at this event to raise money to save our trees. And a lot of celebrities are going to be there. Let's see who's coming. Lisa Rinna and Harry Hamlin, Ed Begley Jr., Jamie Lee Curtis, and a few others as well. So a lot of my friends are coming on Saturday night, so I'll see you all at the Tree People Reserve. But Saturday night, I'd say between 5 and 9. Stay tuned, because I'll probably be popping in and out with some live videos showing you the event and what's going on and what we're doing to save the trees in Los Angeles. But pay attention, because we're having issues here right now, but these beetles and these thrips that are killing the trees, they do spread. So even though it's only affecting us right now in Southern California, wherever you are, you better check on what's going on, because you may need to start doing some fundraising yourself to save your local trees. So anyways, thanks for watching, everyone. I always appreciate your support, and have an amazing day, and goodbye from beautiful Beverly Hills. See you all soon.